the rights of the representatives. Okay, so in this industry, you can call the people who distribute the products and services. You can call them representatives, you can call them members, you can call them associates, you can call them distributors. In our company, we call them representatives. They created something called the Bill of Rights for the representatives. One of those rights is the right to input. They listen to what their leaders are saying, because the leaders are the people who are out in the field getting the job done, hearing the objections, hearing the resistance points, and then taking that back to corporate for them to help us out on that side of it. Another one is the rights to toys. What that means is that when the company buys toys with its assets, and that might be a jet, it might be a boat, it might be a vacation home on the beach, in the mountains, or whatever, those toys are the distributors. So we get to use them as well. With each commission point, if you will, that you earn, you're earning toy points. So you get to utilize those toy points any way you want. If you wanted to have the jet fly out and pick up your prospect from Shanghai, bring them back to look at the company, you can use your points that way. This is tremendous, because I've seen many companies who have basically gotten their success off the backs of the leaders and the distributors, and then they use those toys for themselves in their own pleasure. Another one, and this is a very big one, that is the right to protection from termination. I cannot begin to tell you how many horror stories that I have heard in my experience. What this has to do with is a company has grown to some degree to where the leaders are the corporate leaders, owners of the company, have had tremendous success. And so the company might be at $100 million, $200 million in sales, and so the corporation is kind of fat there. And what they do is they forget who it was that actually built them. Very, very often they take opportunities to eliminate paying these large commissions. Their view is, well, this person, and let's say it's Tim, has brought $100 million in sales, and we owe him a commission. And he is taking $100,000 a month from our profits. And so if we terminate him, he's not going to take his business with him, and so therefore we will get to keep that $100,000 in profit back to the company. It has long been a fight, a quiet fight that I've battled. I've asked companies that if you terminate somebody, could you please donate that money to charity so you don't look so evil. But I've not been able to get any of them to do that. So it is very unfortunate. But what this company, and the name of the company is RX, A-R-I-I-X. The way RX has gone about doing this is that they have a right. In other words, the distributors have the right to protection from termination. What that means is that if you do something in violation of the policies and procedures, and the company deems it that it has really damaged the company, then what they do is they present the case to a board of your peers, 12 of them. So 12 people are basically going to decide if any one of them, all right, so it's got to be a unanimous decision. If any one of them says, no, you know what, Tim really helped me, well, I want to keep him around, then they will not terminate. Now, this is very different. I've had people come to me and they talk to me about so-and-so's comp plan or so-and-so's product or so-and-so's whatever. Well, you got to understand that it doesn't matter how much compensation that is promised in the compensation plan. If your policies and procedures will allow you to be terminated, then that compensation plan is not worth the paper that it's printed on. All right, this is a big, big issue. You really need to evaluate that. You need to take a look at it. Something else that's in there is that the company will never take itself retail sales. And what that means is that there's a clause in almost every company's distributor agreement that says that in a 30-day notice they can switch from being in the direct sales industry over to retail sales. So if you build a big market, in other words, a lot of people buying the product, wanting the product, things like that, then with a 30-day notice, they can ship that company and go and sell that product to Walmart or to whomever. This, to me, is catastrophic. If you can just imagine an entire sales force of 100, 200,000, 500,000 people, the company deciding to take it retail. And if you think that doesn't happen very often, then you're not on the inside. You don't know what's going on. It happens all the time. That's another thing that you've got protection against.